Right.
Good morning. This is Ernest Odell and Anthony French on posting an ad with the ad mailer on Herculist. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, Ernest.
Today is April the 2nd of 2020, and it's approximately 9:03 a.m. First thing we're going to do here is log into Herculist.
Yeah.
Step 1. Log in to Herculist. So if you want to make notes along the way, Anthony, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, I will be doing that.
We are recording this session with Screencast-O-Matic so that once it's uploaded to YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube in private channel or direct, and you can stop it, back up, replay, rewind, whatever, okay? Now we're at the login screen.
I just want to deal with emailer from what I can see. I don't need any of the other things.
The ad mailer,
The ad mailer, yeah.
That's where we're going, okay?
Okay.
And this is our login. I'm on a 1 gig connection, so it runs a little bit better than the old connection did. And here we'll go to members.
Right.
Once we log in, it'll take us to this prime ad. We'll skip that and we'll just log in. And we see ad mailers coming up at the top, but there's always some announcements. Okay, so what we're going to do is exit out of these announcements.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah. And then we'll go to ad mailers and click on that. And it's going to take us to another prime ad. And we're going to click on continue to add mailers here. And we're going to exit the PowerBlurb. Now presently there are 89,326 members in the Herculist subscriber base. If you are a free member and you post an ad here on the regular mailer, it will send it out to a random 1,000 members. If you're a paid gold member, either annual or lifetime, then you will be able to send once a day to that complete subscriber base.
In other words, 8,320.
89,000.
89,000, yeah.
Almost 90,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, having said that, not all 89,000 subscribers are going to have their email turned on. They might have it set on vacation, but at least you can send it out. And here on the credit mailer, we're not going to do anything with the credit mailer right now. We're just going to run with the daily regular mailer.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Good.
Now, you want to post an ad from your TCP for the coronavirus ad that we put up?
Yes, you know the one that we did with the text and the image? That's what I want to post.
Okay. Let me do this. I want to find COVID. Well, let me do this. Because with the image, you can use images, but you cannot upload images into Herculist.
I don't understand the difference.
The difference with Herculist and their system, you have to grab the image address and plug it in. And I want to show you how to do that.
Is that like the URL of the image?
Right. Yeah. And how do you get the URL of the image? The URL is we can put the image in a post like on Facebook, and use Facebook as our permalink for the image. This is just a little bit of hacking, okay? Let me get this loaded. Okay, and let me go to my photos. I think I've already posted that image in a post here.
Well, you know where I've got that image? I've got that image saved under pictures in Yahoo, right?
We're going to have to do this differently. We're not going from Yahoo email back to, this has to be hosted on a server where it's visible to the public. Yahoo Mail is private.
Okay, I think that post is in my timeline, that image.
Okay, it may be. Now see here, I've got it right here. It's in my list of photos. Okay.
Right.
Now what I want to do is I want to open up another tab on Facebook by coming over here, and right-clicking and open up a new tab. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and look up your name, Anthony.
Yeah.
Now, it is running a little slow.
It's okay.
On the connection because we are running on Skype, which is a memory hog. Now, get over to your timeline.
Right.
And since you've got it right here, I put it there the other day.
Yeah.
Now.
And that's what I want too in the text.
That's the ad right here.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the ad, that's for the travel.
Oh, that's travel.
We want the TCP one, which I think is that one. Yeah.
This one is the ad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm going to do is highlight all of this. I don't know if these
yeah, I know.
These uppercase characters will transfer, but we're going to try it, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to hold my left button down and start at the beginning and scroll down to the end.
Okay.
Right click, copy. All right. Come back over to Herculist. As a gold account, you can do this, and you'll need to do this in HTML. All right?
Oh, that was going to be a question. Good. HTML.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably do it in text. All right? Control V, paste, and see, they do come in. I don't know if they'll stay. All right?
Well, that's what we need to find out. And they're not coming in color, are they?
I think eventually they do spawn in color, but in the editing mode, it's going to be black and white.
Okay.
No. So I'm going to go to HTML and bring up the HTML editor, and I'm going to Control V paste, as in Control Victor. Right. And then what it did here, it highlighted all the hashtags and your link on Facebook.
Yes.
Now, let me give you a tip about giving people more than one link to respond to. Okay? We're not going to use Active Date and PM Anthony in this message. All right? We're going to take that out. I'm just going to edit this for right now, okay? Now, I can take this and just leave it in its default font.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about changing the fonts and the divs. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to come back. Okay. Over here. And to get the image address, you don't want to copy link address. You want to come in. Well, no, that's a direct link because I shared it. Let me click on that. Now we can get the image address or the URL.
Where is it?
You see where I'm at?
Yeah, is that at the top of the page?
This ad is a direct link, so we don't want to use that because that's just going to come over here and open up in a new tab. All right.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is come down here to this one. We're going to click on the image and enlarge it. Then I'm going to right click, copy image address. This is where we're going to get the URL. All right. So,
hold on, I'm just writing down. I want to write notes here. Copy image address. And that's what it says exactly.
Yeah. And if you was to paste that image address into the text editor, you're going to see that right there. It's going to be a very long, cryptic address. All right. But
How do I do that again? I go back to the image and paste it, or what? What did you do?
Right here, we've got the image enlarged.
Yeah.
Right click, bring that drop down window, copy image address.
Yes.
Now it's copied to memory. You don't have to paste it into a text editor. I'm just showing you what it would look like when you get ready to paste it into Herculist. I'm going to close that. I'm going to leave this right now. I'm going to come back to Herculist. All right. Now let's work on the text. If you were offered $500 for a $50 bill, now in the HTML editor you can highlight words and then Control B to bold it. All right.
Yeah.
If you wanted to change the color and make it stand out, you could give it red. Would you take it? But I'm going to do a Control Z to take the color off and leave it in bold. Here on our next, we're going to say bold, and I'm going to bump the size up to 18 points, which gives it a little bit more emphasis. If you want to manually take those three booms and change that to red, you could do that.
So I just highlight it and then change the color, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it would change it automatically since we did copy it from Facebook. I don't know if it'll take the color, embedded color from the Unicode. So we're just going to manually change it to red here.
Okay. I think that's important.
Yeah. Now, we're going to say act today. We're going to make that red, and I'm going to bump the size up to 24 to make it stand out. We're going to do this, bold it.
Yeah.
We're going to give it an underline emphasis. Now we got to go back and get the link, okay, to the redirect, which goes over to your TC Pros. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do a little bit of hack. I can log into your account over at TC Pros and grab this. You see this down on the lower left, that black bar with the link in it underneath my timer?
No, let me see it. Where is it?
Down here, watch down here. When I put my mouse up over your ad, down in the lower left of my screen, it shows where we're getting ready to go. https://tcpros.co/SFK lowercase n4. We're going to copy that, everything before the question mark. So I'm going to say copy link address. Come over here, open up my text editor, place that into a text editor, come back over here and take everything here and delete it. Because we don't want the question mark and all the Facebook embed code. That's a Facebook tracker code. All we want is this right here. We're going to copy this, highlight the whole thing, copy, and then come over here and test it to make sure that it works. Paste and go. And it looks like it's coming up because it does an automatic redirect. All right. The Conversion Pros. We could use either one of these links. We could use the short link that I just got, or we could use this one. For right now, let's go back to Herculist. We've got this highlighted. We are now going to embed that short link in here. Okay, we're going to paste the URL. Okay, and you want to click on this target tab and set the target to open up in a new window with the underscore blank in between the parentheses. So when they're reading the email online and they click the link, it'll open up over here in a new tab on their browser. You don't want them switching off the page. All right? Now, this company offers complete business-in-a-box opportunity. This right here is highlighted, okay, with hashtag URL. We don't want that in there. What we want is to use that short link again. It's okay that it highlighted the hashtag, but we don't want the hashtag to be the redirect. You know what I mean?
Well, kind of. I'm going to have to go through that part again, Ernest.
Because that will take them over to your Facebook ad, and it might not translate properly. So we're going to make sure, we're going to force this to go over to your lead capture page. All right? We're going to force it. And we're going to put that right there. We'll take this and take that out, put that in, set the target to open up in a new window. Okay, now this is a limited introductory offer. And we're going to leave that in black. We're going to bold it.
Yeah.
Right. And if I wanted to change the font size of everything, highlight everything. And then I'm going to go down here and put normal div font. We'll just use Verdana. Size, we're going to go 16 point. And here is where we're going to do a little bit of reformatting. Okay. I'm going to say, if you were offered, would you take it? Of course. We're going to put a line break in there.
Yeah.
We put a line break here.
Yeah.
Okay. And a line break here.
Right. That's better. Yeah.
And then we're going to do that. Okay. So everything is pretty much the same font size. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And now we want to paste the image in there, don't we?
Yes.
All right. See, now, remember the short link I left right here? I'm leaving that here for a reason. Okay. Because I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to get the URL, the URL for your if I gave you $500 for a 50, would you do it? Click on that, bring it up, right click on the image address, pop up, select copy image address. All right.
Yeah.
Now, this little button right here, see image pop up?
Yeah.
We're going to click that, and it's going to ask you for the image info, the URL. All right. And we're going to paste that whole string in there. Now, because this is a rather large image, 790 width and 520 height is not bad. Okay, it's a little big, but it's not too bad. 790 to 520. If you wanted to change it and lower it just a little bit, we could change that 7.
Why don't you just leave it and see what it looks like?
Well, I'm going to show you what it would look like. It just sizes it down. We're going to change that to a 5, and it keeps the constraint on. You want to lock the ratio. You don't want the ratio getting skewed. It would change it from 590 to 388. So let's go back and leave it at 790 by 520 instead of 320. All right? Now, we're going to give it a border. By giving the image a border, it will define it as a clickable image. All right? And they can make it clickable because we're going to make this clickable. All right? Yeah. So we're going to give it a border of 5. We're going to give horizontal space 5 and a vertical space of 5. We're not going to do anything with the alignment.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
We're going to give the link, where do we want it to redirect to? When they click that image, we want it to come over here. All right? We're going to copy this. We're going to copy that link right there. And then we'll come up here and paste that into the URL. And we're going to say open up in a new window, and then click OK. And now you see in the editor window, there it is. It's rather large, but that'll work. Okay? We don't need to do anything else. One of the things that we do need to do is give this a title before we save it and publish or submit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that right there. We're going to copy that URL. We've got to put it up here into that link right there and click test URL to make sure that it comes up right. This is a URL frame test. If you see the site come up in the preview, then it works properly. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, close that. We want to give this a title. All right.
Well, why don't you put it, go back to that image again, and you can use the heading on that image, something about the 50 for the 500, right? If you go back to the image, you'll see what I'm talking about. There.
If I gave you $500 for a $50 bill, would you do it? Now,
Yeah.
This is a little long because
Yeah.
they do limit this to about 65 characters. Now,
Well, we could then say, would you exchange a $50 bill for 500 or something like that?
okay, if you were offered $500 for a $50 bill, would you take it? What we can do here is we can use the first name tag of the recipient. So whatever their first name is when they registered, it will show it here. As a Gold member, you can use these premium features in the HTML editor. So we would say tilde, and you have to use all caps, first name, tilde. So that will pull it from Herculist database, whatever their first name is.
Sorry, I don't understand something. We haven't even got a response yet, and we're putting people's first name in.
You don't need that. We are putting this into Herculist ad system. We're placing an ad, remember, in Herculist regular mailer.
Yeah.
Everybody that registers with Herculist, all 89,000 of these people have a first name and a last name.
Okay.
So we're going to use that tag. All right.
Okay.
See, there's the last name tag, first and last name tags.
Well, you don't need the last
No,
name.
we don't. We're going to use first name only.
Okay.
We're going to say first name. So whatever their name is in Herculist registration database is going to plug their name in there on the receiving end of the email.
Makes it more personal.
That's right. We're going to say first name, and it's going to come up and say Anthony or Ernest.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we're going to say, can I give you $500 for a $50 bill? Question mark.
I don't know if I like can I give you. Wouldn't it be more...
Well, see, if you ask people a question, here's the psychology why I said that. And I've done this before. Can I give you $500 for a $50 bill?
Yeah.
They're going to read that and say, well, yeah.
What's the catch? Yes, but what's the catch?
Yeah.
That would be my reaction immediately.
All right. Now let's address that before we post it. Let's say if you were offered $500 for a $50 bill, would you take it? Of course you would. And then you would say something like, but
what's the catch?
What's the catch?
Uh-huh.
Now we're going to go back and make sure that this is all the same size.
Okay.
It's normal. Font, Verdana, size was 16. Okay. we're going to say bold, and I'm going to put another line break.
Yeah.
And if you want to make that stand out, we can give it a little bit more size. Go up to 18 or 20. Well, what's the catch? We're going to say, no catch. Put your wallet away. No credit card needed. Right?
I don't know if you need to do that, because why don't they just carry on and read the next thing? Take advantage of the
Okay.
stay-at-home,
All right.
you know. Otherwise, it gets
Yeah.
too much, you know.
Now, the downside to using the Herculist editor right here on either side is they don't give you a preview before publishing.
Oh.
They don't give you a preview before submitting. It's been that way for 20 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write to John and see if maybe they can't, plug that in for future use, because
especially for beginners.
Right. If you're not familiar with some of the procedures that I've just showed you, it makes it difficult for a newbie, all right, who doesn't know how to do programming. So you got to make sure you got your stuff right before you hit that submit button. Before you submit it, you want to make sure you got your stuff right.
Yeah.
All right. But the catch here is to get them to open the ad.
Of course.
This is the subject line, the title of the ad. It's called subject line, see?
Yeah.
This sells the ad. This needs to get them to click on that in their email and open it up. Now let me show you real quick. Let me go ahead and open up my email, and I'll show you what one looks like before we post this. And we can't spend too much time dilly-dallying around on this because it'll time out on you. All right?
Oh.
As long as we have some movement around in here and some editing going on, we're not going to time out. But you don't want to drag your feet on this editor, because this system will time you out, which is very frustrating, and then you have to go back and start over.
Oh, no.
All right? Now, I'm going to post this ad for you to your site on my account, all right, which will take up one of my ads for the day, and that's okay, because I can always, use a key to place an extra ad if I want to. Let me open up my mail. I want to show you how it's going to show up when they send you a confirmation. Like I said,
so the confirmation will come to me, not to you. Is that right?
Yeah, your confirmation will come to you. My confirmation on this ad will come to me. You're not going to get the confirmation. I'm posting this on my account.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So it'll come to me. Let me get logged into my email here.
So you'll have to tell me what happens with this ad then.
I'm going to show you.
No, I mean response-wise.
I'm not doing any tracking on it. If you get a sign up, you get a sign up. If you don't, you don't. I'm not doing any tracking codes on this ad. Okay, so
I know if I get a sign up, because it goes back to you.
You'll get a notification from TCP if somebody signs up on your account.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So here's one of the Herculist ads. All right, automatic CBD builder, video proof. If we see Herculist right here, I've got them, filtered. Click on that, it would come up, this is a regular ad that somebody sent out. Okay, so I'm just going to move back. We're going to go back to the inbox. I'm going to leave that right there, come back over here. And we are ready to go. Like I said, we don't want to waste too much time.
That's going to be difficult, especially while you're learning.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and submit. Hopefully it didn't time out on me. Okay, it looks successful. Ad successfully submitted to 89,326 members. Now, it's loading another prime ad up in here. So let me get this thing, let it spawn. And I want to click here to go back to the mailer.
Yeah.
All right. We'll click right there. This will take us back to the mailer. I'm going to close that power blurb. Now, here's our mailing status. You last submitted a regular mailer, which we just did on April the 2nd, 2020. You can submit a regular email ad again in 14 hours, 20 minutes, 11 seconds. Or I can buy a key.
I'm not going
Yeah.
there right now.
Now, here, if I wanted to, let's say tomorrow, if I wanted to resubmit a previous ad, I would just click on that right there, so I don't have to recompose it. All right. If I wanted to submit that ad over here in my credit mailer, let me do this. Okay. Resubmit previous ad. Click on that. I'm just going to do it.
I'm not going to have a credit mailer.
Unless you have credits. But I'm going to show.
Well, I don't.
I'm just going to show you real quick how I can plug some in. It takes a minimum of 500 credits to send anything out on the credit mailer side. So, right here.
I don't understand how I would get credits. That's for another discussion.
Yeah, you would have to search for those.
There's a lot of information here already. Hell.
Let me go ahead and get this plugged in because extra traffic is not going to hurt you. You know, I'm just going to give you a little extra traffic to the ad. Okay, we're going to continue to mailer history and close the power blurb. And here is our most recent. All right. This is the most recent ad I just placed. We're going to say resubmit. And it's going to bring it up in the editor window. So basically all we have to do is, we don't have to do anything else here. It's already plugged it in. All I'm going to do is, let's see how many credits I have. I have 130,941, so let's give it 30,940 because it takes 2 credits per member. 30,000. Let's give it 30,000 credits to go out to an extra 15,000 members. Okay. So we've done 89,000 plus 15,000. That's close to 100,000 impressions. Okay? Sound good? Let's go back to the mailer.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds very good.
You can do that when you got some credits. Now, since I used some of my credits, I'm down to 100,941. And that's
How do you get credits? Is that another long explanation?
That's another tutorial. Okay?
Okay.
Now, here, we're not going to do anything but log out.
Okay.
We finished there, but we're going to go back to our email that we used for registering our Herculist account, and we're going to check for Herculist confirm bounce. There it is. Herculist mail complete. We'll click on that, open it up, and it says, "Hi Ernest." It says, "Your ad has been sent to 83,326 Herculist members, blah, blah, blah." Bam. Okay?
Right.
Now, when you sign up, you don't want to sign up as a pro member because pro members only gets to send out every other day. Gold members, they get to send out every day. Okay, and here, the only thing it doesn't show you is the subject line, but it does show you the content of the ad. So here, it says, if you were offered $500 for a $50 bill, would you take it?
Yeah.
Of course you would. Now here is where we highlighted that short link. So if they click on that, it sends them over to your TCP lead capture page. And because we are running on Skype, it's running just a little slow, but that's okay. So there it is. There's the ad. Very simple and direct to the point.
Yeah, right.
We'll close that. And the same thing here. If you look down there in the lower left-hand side of the window, you'll see the short link in there where I replaced it. Okay, same thing here. I replaced the hashtag code with the LCP, lead capture page link. Here, there it is again. Down here, you see the image. So you put the cursor over the image, it turns into a little hand. That means it's clickable, and it brings it up into another tab, and it takes them over to your page. Voila. Okay?
This is the capture page.
That's your capture page. afrench.theconversionpros.com, 50 for 500. That's the one I created for you the other day with the share code. Okay? So this is just the email confirmation that you'll get, all right? And if I expand that, that just shows the other side because you'll get a confirmation for each one. You know, and since I did a credit mailer and a regular mailer, I got confirmation for both. That's why you're seeing it twice. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, go back to the inbox. And there's a confirm bounce, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we need. We won't get a copy of the ad. I won't get a copy of the ad. I just get a confirmation. Everybody else will get a copy of the ad if they're not on vacation. If they have their account set, you know, to receive daily emails, they'll get one of the emails.
So unless people are on vacation, members, they should be doing that, right?
Yeah, they should get a copy just like I am here.
Would they get a copy if they haven't logged in?
If they haven't logged in, they don't see anything. Okay.
They don't see
No.
anything. Okay.
They have to log in to see all their ads. All right. Now, we are logged out of Herculist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the test page. Okay. And we got all of our code as we needed it from Facebook. We don't need that open. And I can log out of Facebook since okay, and I'll log out of my email. We're going to close that browser. I'm going to close this text editor. Okay. And that is it.
That's your notepad, and mine isn't working properly, but that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. It's running at 45 minutes. And I'll post it up on a private channel for YouTube. And I'll send you the link via email. Okay?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop this and put it on pause.